Hello class and welcome to my map project. I chose LinkedIn to highlight my professional network for this assignment. My personal network accounts like Twitter and Instagram really didn't fit the mold. Uh, so here we go. My LinkedIn network consists of 526 contacts. As you can see, I have 13,744,227 in my network. These are contacts from other contacts that are more direct. So those are some pretty big numbers. Let's see how it all breaks down. I am the connector, if you will, and I've branched out to alumni. So these are people that I've connected with from my alma mater, Michigan State University. The maven in this group would have to be my previous professors. They're really good about sharing links on what's going on at the university and uh, resources in terms of how to continue in broadcast journalism, mostly for people who are looking for work. In groups, these would be groups that pertain to your industry. So for me, I'm in broadcast journalism, so I've connected to about 40 groups that are in some shape or form related to television, marketing, radio, what have you. Uh, Broadcast would be my largest group. Most of my contacts are in this category. So these are people that I work with, have worked with. I can't really say that there are any mavens in this group. For the most part, everyone thinks that they're an expert. And friends would be my smallest category in terms of my network. And this mostly consists of my husband, my mother, friends that are outside of the network. I guess you could say this would be the Facebook-esque part of LinkedIn, because this friends group is rather small, and it really does mean no benefit for what LinkedIn is supposed to be used for. And this is just to show you what the relationship looks like if you were logged on to my LinkedIn account. So let's talk about some of the successes of LinkedIn. Um, it's really good for helping people find work. You can search for jobs in your industry. You can search for jobs that are outside of your industry. And that's where the networking comes in. As I mentioned, LinkedIn is really good for networking with people that you know, that you have either worked with before or interned with before. I also think that LinkedIn succeeds in personal branding. It's your time to shine here. If you are not much of a vlogger, or you don't have your own personal website, LinkedIn is really good for helping you to create that online resume, to really sell yourself and your talents. And I also think that it's really good with sharing links, sharing information, participating in discussions. You tend to get a great response based on the people you follow in your news feeds. Whenever you comment on a topic that pops up, LinkedIn does a good job in pushing alerts to you when someone has responded. But it's not all good news. There are some failures with LinkedIn. For me, the connection request can get out of hand. LinkedIn is supposed to be for people that you personally know, but occasionally you will get connection requests from people that you don't know. That's the double-edged sword that you have when you're trying to network, because part of network is reaching out to people that you otherwise wouldn't have a connection to, but based on your connections in LinkedIn, you can reach out to them and hopefully get your foot in the door. Premium accounts, I'm not quite sure why I would have to pay extra money in order to get the option to email people that I don't know. I wonder if they would actually respond. But that's one of the selling points that LinkedIn will offer you. They'll say if you get our premium account, you'll be able to email anyone in the network. So, again, that's part of you trying to network, but at the same token, is Richard Branson, for some reason, going to respond to my email, or Magic Johnson, because he's a Michigan State alumni and we're in the alumni group. So if I had that premium account, I would have access to being able to email him. But is he going to email me back? I don't know. There aren't a lot of resources for all that LinkedIn is good with in terms of helping you stay connected and sharing information. I wish that it would offer more resources to people who are just starting out and may not know how to, enter into an industry like broadcast journalism, which can be kind of difficult to get into unless you've done some sort of internship. And one thing also, and this is new, these endorsements. My goodness, I get so many endorsements and I'm asked to endorse others. I don't know how beneficial they are. It seems to be another ploy to keep a person who's giving the endorsement a thumbnail image on your profile screen so their name stays relevant. But, I suppose if someone really wanted to give you an endorsement, they would write you a reference, and that option is available on LinkedIn. So I'm not quite sure why you would need a thumbnail image endorsement. I like LinkedIn. I think that it does a good job um, for what it was meant to do, but as Groundswell shows us, what's most important with these tools is how they're used. Um, so, you know, the more you use it, it's one of those sites, the better it's going to be. And if you don't use it, then it's just going to sit and you won't get the full benefit. That basically does it for this presentation. I'm curious what your thoughts are on LinkedIn. If you use the site, what would you like to see change, and what sorts of tools have you found to be useful to you? You can reach out to me on Twitter at Lenice Lagan, or you can reach out to me on LinkedIn if you're one of my classmates and I therefore know you. And we can kind of discuss it. That concludes my assignment. Thank you.